Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday, June the 29th. It is 10:11 a.m. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thankful Thursday. If you don't know who I am, my name is Giuliana Melo, and I am a spiritual teacher, angel advisor, speaker, and author of Love Yourself to Health. And I get to share all kinds of spiritual wellness goodies and teachings on Thursdays, also on Join Vitality Center. So come on in, say hello as you begin to join me. Take a breath. Can you feel that? It's peace. Peace is such an amazing feeling. And today, that's one of my main intentions. I'm in white because on Thursdays, if you've been following me for a while, you know I work with Archangel Gabriel. Good morning, Carol. And Archangel Gabriel is an amazing archangel who helps us with communication and writing and speaking. And he helps you clear your throat chakra to speak your truth. He's a messenger angel. You might have heard Archangel Gabriel in the stories of when Mother Mary got pregnant with Jesus and had the baby. He proclaimed the birth. When Mary Magdalene saw Jesus, it was the Archangel Gabriel that came to her before and said, "Who are you looking for?" And Jesus appeared. And so Archangel Gabriel is an amazing archangel to work with, to allow you to speak your truth with love. And it's been an interesting couple of years in the energy around my home, because we had a situation ensue with my son and the neighbors, and it was not good. And no, I'm going to leave it at that. It was not good. And yesterday they moved. And as they pulled away, I felt overwhelmed to send them a prayer of peace, a prayer that wherever the road may lead them, that they find what they're looking for. Because as I continue to heal my own life, I came into the awareness of, wow, someone that is not compassionate, someone that is not understanding, someone that sits in judgment is just a little bit on a different journey than I am. Not to say that Paulo Jr. or I were right in the situation. However, everybody deserves compassion. And so today, when I was asking the angels, what do I have to share today? Yesterday was a hard day. I felt guided, and you guys might laugh, to the Divine Circus Oracle cards. Because sometimes life might feel like a circus. And sometimes you might say, not my monkeys, not my circus. And sometimes it is your monkeys, and it is your circus. And what I know is when you stand in the divine light of truth and recognize your humanity and your divinity, and you give yourself an apology that you deserve, that maybe you'll never get from anywhere else, that is freedom. And when people move on, you have a choice in that moment to sit in the ego of the anger, maybe give them a finger as they left, and instead I sat there and sent them a prayer. I sent them a prayer. Because how horrible it must have been that they had no help from any of us that were a neighborhood soul pod for quite a number of years. 15 years. 15. They had babies. I walked through the cancer. They knew my son has special needs, and yet the judgment that came from them was overwhelming. and the hatred. Even my husband said this morning, "Can you feel that?" I said, "Yes, I can." And so yesterday I sat in my healing of that situation, of feeling like the last couple of years have been a divine circus. And the word itself is kind of a conundrum, isn't it? Divine circus? Divine circus. When life feels like a circus, the divine is always there. That is what I know for sure. And today, through Alana Fairchild, we're going to pull a couple of cards for a couple of messages, because I know I need one. If it resonates with you, it's your message. Pay attention. If nothing does, that's okay. Let it go. I'm excited for what the messages are for today. These are absolutely lovely, lovely cards. And I'm just going to ask dear Archangel Gabriel to light the way ahead, to help me speak my truth with love, because that's the difference. Any of us can speak in anger and hate. It's part of the human condition. And you know what was, this is our card number 1. The worst part was being threatened because I have a charity. What would my people think? That I told her to go F herself. I'm human. I stand in that truth. I am divine and I am human. And so are you. And that's a big message to lead us into our cards today. Card number 1 is card number 40, Bright Baby. Now, just look at that. It's a divine feminine. She's looking into the light, and the light is shining upon her. Absolutely beautiful. I want to just bring our attention to that. The word baby. We are babies of the divine, children of the divine, no less than anyone. Let's share what this card means. Divine baby. Bright baby, pardon me. Bright baby. So if you chose card number 1, this is your message. Simple truths will help you most right now. Complexity is the mind at work, whereas the heart sees with astoundingly accurately simplicity. Don't worry about the details, the hows and the wheres and whys. Those answers will come in time. For all you need to do now is get back to the basics of what is true. And for you and me, that means to step into the light. Step into the light with me today, friends. When a painful or confusing feeling grips your mind, situations can seem more complicated than they need to be. The Oracle of Bright Baby tells you that the best and brightest way, Maxie, go out. The best and brightest way through even the most apparently complex issues is often the simplest. Saying no, stepping back, voice your truth, having patience, acting when you need to do so, asking for help. Simplicity can assist you in taking steps day after day until the issue has resolved itself, just as naturally as night melts into day. To heed the healing truths of Bright Baby, you are asked, if even just for now, to drop the complex adult explanations, justifications, interpretations, and stories. What is the simplest version of the story you are dealing with in your life right now? And how can you act on that simplicity with truth, compassion, and authenticity? If you aren't sure you can get to simplicity, if the confusion seems too great, the Oracle brings you the confirmation that a blinding flash of clarifying insight is on its way. Make sure you don't discount the insight of being too obvious or simple. Oftentimes, the answer you need is right under your nose, just waiting to be discovered, and also as plain as the nose on your face. If you are concerned that something has been spoiled, damaged beyond repair, then the Oracle of Bright Baby brings you good news. Possible to restore, repair, and return to purity, innocence, and original essence to what you feared was damaged. Innocence is never truly lost. It just gets a bit muddied sometimes and needs a cleanup. If you feel like you have lost your true self or the bright promise of a fresh new opportunity that you regret allowing to pass you by, it's just a matter of clearing out what has kept you away from your light. It's still there within you. It just needs to be discovered. Bright Baby tells you there's always a chance to return to the light. There's always an opportunity to return to the light. It just needs to be discovered to begin anew. So the the affirmation aloud. Oh, that's what they're saying. Say this affirmation aloud. I see loving truths so simple and clear. I see loving truths so simple and clear. You know, that's a really powerful card, Bright Baby. No matter what's going on in the world, return to the light. Face the light. Fill up with light. And remember, in truth, we're all innocent. A beautiful card. It's resonating deeply with me. I can hardly even say the words. And that's why I love being able to show up and receiving these messages, because sometimes the world around you does feel like a divine circus. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Judy. You're most welcome, Carol. So that's card number 1, Bright Baby. Bright Baby, return to the light. Take a breath with me. Let's see. Card number 2 is card number 37, Silver Siren. So right away, I'm taken aback by, she looks like she's crying. It looks a little bit sad and gloomy. And that's how life is sometimes. So let's see what the message is. If you chose card number 2, let's see what Alana has for us. When is an enchantment not enchanting? When is it a spell that you allow to consume your free will, even as it promises so much and yet delivers so little? The silver siren sings her song, a pretty poison to the soul. Her false allure tempts the mind, even whilst the heart feels that something is not quite right. Your power will come from discerning the truth and allowing her false promises no place in your heart. The modern world, perhaps especially in the spiritual field, is laden with false light. Holy, holy, holy. Wow, you guys. The first card calls us to the light. This second card is cautioning us of false light. Let's go on. False light in this world is the light that blinds and obscures rather than clarifies and reveals. False light is that which might seem dazzling on the surface, but underneath is nothing but hot air at best, and destructive energy that will rot your soul at worst. False light is the opportunity so intoxicating that even selling your soul to have it seems rational, or the person so alluring that you are willing to deny your basic needs for respect and acknowledgement in order to spend even a moment by their side. The false light is a seduction, a siren song, a promise of whatever it is you feel you cannot have unless you compromise your integrity to get it. There is one lesson to be learned through the siren song, the same lesson always, no matter what the circumstances may be. If you compromise your integrity, you will find that what you have obtained was not worth the price you paid for it, no matter how much you believed it would be otherwise. It simply will not be worthwhile. Silver Siren comes to you when you are one of the souls with enough discernment, strength, and integrity to be able to say no to the enchantment that will not enhance your life, but slowly and surely destroy it. The small compromise of your self-esteem would seem innocuous enough at first, but with cajoling and manipulation would continue and eventually erode at your soul until you no longer believed yourself capable of living your best life, of receiving genuine love and affection, of having anything of value to share with the world. To disempower the false light, you must stay true to what your heart says. No matter how much you may fear you'll regret it later on, simply say no to that which is unworthy, to that which does not hold the truth of love within. Even if by all appearances a person declares they are utterly enlightened and only interested in your highest good. Even if the opportunity at hand is too good to miss, making your mind needy and confused when you feel in your heart that you really should give it a miss, simply say no. When Silver Siren sings her song to you, know that you are being given an opportunity for empowerment. This is an opportunity to trust yourself and stand firm in your truth and to experience the priceless sense of love, safety, security, peace, and self-possession that this brings. With this, your soul can sing its own song, a song that shares true light, the lightness of a heart that lives in peaceful truth with the world. And to affirm, I recognize the truth behind the light. My heart instinctively recognizes what is right. Oh, let's just cancel this. We get weird people out here sometimes, you guys. So, big cards today for this Thursday, June the 29th, 2023. Card number 1, Bright Baby. Fill up with light. Put your face towards the light. Remember the truth. You are light. And card 2 reminds us of the false light. To use your discernment. All that glitters is not gold. Stand in your truth. No matter if your voice shakes, stand in your truth. Stand in your truth. Good morning, Judy. So those were kind of deep cards. That's the thing about a divine circus. It sometimes feels hard. And spiritual wellness is digging deep to figure out how you're going to move through it. Yesterday, my husband was at work when he checked the camera and he's like, "What were you doing outside?" I had some holy water left from my experience with John of God while I was healing. I saved it for a special occasion, if you will. I didn't know what. I didn't know when. I believe in the power of holy water. I have some from the Italian Catholic Church as well. I always have holy water in my home because I believe in the power of water to cleanse. I believe in the power of water to bless. I believe in the power of my heart as a child of God. And I will always stand next to my child. Always. Right or wrong, good or bad. I will always lead him to the light and show him that sometimes there is false light out there, that he is no less than, and neither am I. And today, with Archangel Gabriel's help, I want to remind you that you are safe to speak your truth with love. Seek your true light. There may be times where you foray with false light. How do you feel? What do you know? What signs are you getting? Make decisions and stand in your light. Lead with intention. Align with the divine. And even on those days where it feels like a circus, that's when you need to dig deep inside of you, not outside of you, to the peace that comes from within. Today I just knew that my intention would be peace. I don't share my intentions with my husband. I have the blessing of him home today. That happens rarely. And so when we sat down to eat breakfast, he said to me, "Do you feel that?" I said, "I do." He said, "It's peace." I said, "It is." We learned a big lesson. And sometimes it is to make different choices. Just because you're neighbors with somebody does not mean that you need to be friends. You can be friendly, and you don't need to share meals together, break bread, invite them to your events, etc. Seek out a community of like minds and like hearts. That's one of my greatest intentions as being a part of Joy and Vitality Center, and also a part of SDJ community, is my soul needs like minds, like hearts. And we all don't need to agree on anything to be kind. I am kind. And just because my son called the parking authority when their RV of months was in the alley does not mean we are the devil, or that we deserved all of the terror and berating and abuse. And yesterday, you guys, I used the holy water to bless my entire property. Even Bridget, when she came to Women Talk last month, said, "Oh, you have JC. That's Jesus Christ." I have a statue that sat in my dining room that faced the energy that we needed support with. Energy is real. We believe in the power of each other to help us, to help each other. That's why when you come to Join Vitality, sometimes you might smell the sacred smudge. You know that we run the halo generators. The salt cleanses. You'll see at the back door and even at the front door above on the shelves at the front door, we have all the beautiful big, well, I have a baby here, all of the salt lamps that grid the front door. And at the back door, all of the salt. I think I have one here. I'll show you. This is a white one because I love the white, the symbol of purity, but they also have the yellow ones at the back door. I have selenite sticks that I received purchased from Joy and Vitality at the front door, the back door, and I have the house gridded with selenite, black tourmaline, and rose quartz. You do what you need to do to get through when it feels like you have a circus around you. And you stand in the light of truth. The light of truth. God knows who you are. God knows your intentions always and in all ways. You can't fool God. There might be times where we fool each other because the ego runs us amok. And what my husband said to me this morning was, I hope my son learned a lesson. Why is it that only me and Paulo and my son need to learn the lesson? My hope is, as they drove away, maybe they learned a lesson. Maybe not. When my husband said to me, I saw you on the camera, you were praying. I said, yes, I was sending them a prayer on their way. It was Prayer Wednesday. He said, you're a better man than me. I said, no. That was the right thing for me to do. Doesn't mean I'm better. It was what my heart desired at the time. It was what the light, the truth in me desired to do. And as I spread that holy water all around, I asked for blessings for all involved. Because you know what is the truth for me? What I do for me, I do for you. What I do for you, I do for me. And you know why? Because we're all one. That's the truth. And that's who I want to attract to our community. Those who believe in the power of goodness and kindness. And you know how I want to close today? Just because I'm kind and I'm gentle, don't mistake that for weakness. Don't think that you can threaten me and I'm not going to use my words that sometimes aren't so pleasant. Because the truth of the matter is, we're humans. We are both divine and human, imperfectly perfect. And sometimes we feel as though we're going through a divine circus. And that, my friends, is the message for today. Stand in the truth, the light of who you are. And when the silver siren shows up, stand in the light. Use your discernment. Speak your truth with love, because those who know, know. And those that don't, doesn't matter, because there's enough for all of us to get through this world with a little bit more peace and love and light and joy. So today I end that chapter. I'm ready for this new one, to enjoy my backyard again, my front deck, my beautiful home that has been under attack. And I thank God, and I thank Jesus, and I thank all of you for sharing this sacred space with me. And I thank you, Jenya, for her faith in us growing an amazing community. So July the 24th, I believe it's July the 24th. Let me just double check. Oh, first of all, Carol Kirby's on here. July the 15th, Carol Kirby and I have our next Yoga Nidra sound bath. It is by donation, but you do need to register. So check the website, joinvitalitycenter.ca. And then it is July the 22nd that we're having our 80s community party at the center, 5 to 8, but you need to pre-register. That's our free community building event. You need to dress up, bring a snack to share, and let's rewind time back to the 80s and have some fun and joy. And let's see what else. I think that's it for now. Check out the website for all the offerings that we have to offer. And if I can be of service with an angel card reading, giulianamelo.com. I am super excited to be offering these email audio file readings that the clients are super loving, because you get to hear my voice in the audio file and you get a picture of the cards and you feel my heart. So it's adding that extra energy to my readings. As always, you can have a video reading if you like, or you know what? I'm opening in person again because woohoo! The energy is so much better around my home that I can once again shine my light bright without worrying that someone's going to be attacking our energy. Okay, everybody. So thank you for allowing me to share my heart with all of you today. God bless you, dear Judy. Thank you, Carol. I wish you peace and love too. Have an amazing day, everybody. If you need me, giulianamelo.com or joinvitalitycenter.ca. I wish you an amazing day filled with peace, love, light, and joy. Namaste, friends.